Good morning, friends and fellow traders. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options, and this is your morning market preparation video for December 5th, 2017. So, yesterday we had just this incredible bullish gap up. And then all day long, we attempted after that open. In fact, here, let me show you. We attempted right after that open to push a little bit higher. But then profit taking started to come in and really seemed to take over the rest of the day. And all the major indexes saw some selling. But we have a little bit of confusion here. I wrote in the morning note. And by the way, anyone who is watching the video here, please know that the morning note is in the description. And you can always go to the morning note to read the entire thing on the website. But we have this little confusion here today. And that confusion is, okay, we're uptrending, but we left behind some really bearish looking patterns. A little bit of confusion here. And if we look across the indexes, the diamonds here, leaving that bearish cloud up there, not exactly giving us the warm and fuzzies. If we look at the SPY, those warm and fuzzies are even a little bit less fuzzy because we ended up creating a bearish engulfing candle. But please notice that trend is still bullish. We also, looking at IWM, another bearish engulfing candle. But if we were to mark current trend is still in play here, even on IWM. Now, the one that is showing us bearishness and really has confirmed bearishness, in my opinion, is the Qs. The Qs yesterday created a lower high on the gap up. It gapped up to a lower high and then sold off the rest of the day, really creating our first clue of possible downtrend. So bearish engulfing candle. It did stop just short of support, okay? And this morning, futures have been moving around here a little bit, but futures on the NASDAQ earlier today were showing a gap down, and this morning we're catching just a little bit of bid this morning on those as the Dow futures are pushing higher. So it's possible we could hold this as support, but clearly we have a problem here of a lower high and a lower low being made in the Qs. That's just not the case of the diamonds, the SPY, and IWM. And here's the other thing that's a confusion point. Just one of those things that give you pause. Whoops. Guess I need to figure out how to type here this morning. My fingers aren't working. The VIX, you would have expected, with all that selling showing up, you would have expected the VIX to have responded in a bigger way. But essentially the VIX just kind of yawned in boredom, not showing any fear welling up here in the overall market, really not showing much of anything at all. So it leaves us with this sense that anything is still possible. Currently, the Dow futures are gapping up 73 points. We're showing bullish, those bulls wanting to push back. So even though we have these bearish candles, we don't have a follow through to those bearish candles. So here again, we just have that little bit of a pause, that little bit of confusion. Now, what this could mean is that we could slip into a bit of a sideways consolidation. And that would be perfectly okay. In fact, would probably be healthy for the market if we slipped into a consolidation, kind of like we did here. Just slip into that consolidation, rest up a little bit, store up some energy, relax, take a breath, and then we might actually see the market want to attack after a little bit of a rest that 25,000 mark here in the Dow. Now, the thing that's going to toss a monkey wrench into all of this is all of the news, all the spin doctoring that could come out of Washington, D.C. Today, they take the tax bill into conference. They'll be trying to work out the tax reform bill between the House and the Senate. They also have to move forward with the government closure, whether they're going to, how they're going to deal with that. My guess is they may do what they did like last time and just choose to kick the can another couple of weeks down the road, which doesn't solve any problems for us. If they do just kick the can down the road, keep the government open for a couple of more weeks, then we're going to be into this mess again. So we'll kind of have to keep an eye on that. But a lot of decisions, a lot of spin, a lot of sensitivity to the news could likely occur in the market. So watch that closely. On the economic calendar today, we have international trade, and international trade is expected to widen significantly today. So keep an eye on that. It reports at 8:30. We have this PMI services index. It's not expected, to move the market at all. Just a note that it's there. ISM is expected to come out at 10 o'clock a.m., and it's expected to show good results. It may weaken just a tiny bit, but really continuing to set up their near all-time highs in that ISM number. After that, there's just a couple of bond auctions. On the economic calendar, we had just about 40 companies reporting earnings today. Let's see if one of them this morning that was a big deal. AZO. Looks like AZO has reported, and look up here. Big gap up open on AZO. So a report coming in well, and that's probably helping our futures push just a little bit higher. So we have quite a few companies reporting today. None of them are probably going to be really market moving, but AZO is one that a lot of folks follow closely, and kind of one of those measures of the market. What's the health of the market? If people are buying autos and doing specialty things with their vehicles, usually the economy is expected to be showing some confidence. So with that, folks, be a little bit careful, be a little bit cautious. There's all kinds of clues to be cautious, but there's no kind of, there's no reason to be overly fearful, no reason to set a bias that everything is going to start sliding south. In fact, be very, very careful of getting yourself short here, because we could easily see them trigger a short squeeze and push this higher. So be really careful of that. Everyone have a great day, a profitable day. And if this is the first time you've seen this information, please do me a favor. Click on those thumbs up buttons and those drop me a comment. Also, click that subscribe button on YouTube and the follow me button on Facebook. I would really appreciate that. And always feel free to share this information with any of your friends and family that might find this to be useful. I do this every day as part of my morning preparation. I just happen to share it with everyone. I've been doing this for 27 years now and supporting my family from trading profits for 13 years at this point. So this is helpful to me. If you find it helpful to you, please feel free to take advantage of it and share it. Everyone have a great day. I wish you great profits, and I will be talking to you all very, very soon. Take care now.